Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for Bluey's best songs and musical scenes.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, just ignore this.
Number 10, the theme song. While you're probably already thinking you're not sure if this counts, you're probably also thinking that you just don't care whether it does because it's just so darn good. That's how we feel too.
Bingo!
And if the extended versions and hour-long loops on YouTube are any indication, we're not the only ones who love it. Its melody feels perfectly on theme with the comforting, feel-good tone of the show. Not to mention, the brilliance of this opening is that the Healer family is actually playing a game of musical statues, and their introductions come as they're eliminated. It's like we get a mini episode right here in the intro. Number 9, the Lollipop Song. There's a lot to take away from this episode's take on negative emotional states. We get a few ideas about how we can try to shake off bad moods, including listening to your favorite music. Enter the Lollipop Song.
Dance with me, Bingo. You love this song.
Even if it's nearly impossible to make out lyrics, it's such a fun, bubbly pop tune. We can see why the kids enjoy it so much. For older fans, there's something a bit Nyan Cat-esque about it. Maybe it's just the high-pitched vocals. Nostalgic or not, one thing is for sure. It is impossible to be in a bad mood after listening to this song.
Maybe it just needs to be louder.
Number 8, Waltz of the Flowers. Get kids acquainted with the classics early. Still, it might be worth having the young'uns see the Nutcracker before this episode of Bluey so they can understand the reference too. When Bingo and Bluey get caught up in how much ice cream the other is allowed to take from their cone, they end up in a waltz around town, accompanied by only the finest orchestral piece.
No, your tongue's out too far. No, but, Bingo, not that much.
Kids, what are you doing?
There's drama, there's emotion, and there's even a beautiful garden background. Unbeknownst to the girls, their ice cream is melting throughout this whole dance, but that's a conflict for another list. Number 7, Bandits' Irish Dance. We'll be the first to say it. Bandits got some moves. Evidence A, those lawnmower dance moves in the intro. Evidence B, his big pastel-tinged number in Work. Evidence C, his sweet romantic duet with Chili. And finally, the bulk of this entry and yet another piece of evidence, his Irish jig. This one, however, represents more than some groovy fun or an artistic display. It's his apology to Bingo for having dismissed her and hurt her feelings earlier. It's also a gesture that brings home these heartwarming words.
If I've ever hurt your feelings, I'm really sorry, mate. Must feel really bad when your dad does that. Just know that I love you, kid, and I'd do anything for you.
Number 6, the Chicken Rat Egg Song. There are tons of uses of famous classical music in Bluey, and this is yet another instance. In one of the earliest episodes of the show, Hospital, we get a rather horribly on-the-nose picture of many medical systems.
Well, my belly hurts.
Have you got a baby in there?
No, I don't think so.
Nurse, do an X-ray on the big blue guy, please. I think there's a baby in there.
When Dr. Bluey and Nurse Bingo put Bandit, or Telemachus, under anesthesia, Bingo gives us a fun rendition of Johannes Brahms' Lullaby, which puts Telemachus right to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, big Telemachus. He's asleep.
Later on, in the episode Chicken Rat, we'd get yet another rendition. This one decidedly more funny.
Lay an egg, lay an egg, lay a chicken rat egg for our breakfast.
We're not sure we would want to eat a chicken rat egg for breakfast, but to each their own. Number 5, the dream sequence. This might just be one of the coolest and most visually appealing sequences in the series, and the musical accompaniment is a nice addition to boot. Bluey wants to be a fruit bat, except it's bedtime. Her compromise is to try dreaming about being one. The music shift and slight echo to the voices as we transition from reality to dreamland seamlessly is wonderfully ethereal.
It didn't work.
Oh well, you tried.
Where did Dad go?
He's outside.
And then Bluey begins to fly, and the instrumental really kicks off.
Dad!
It's rather reminiscent of David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust, though the Fruit Bat song seems to be entirely original to the show. Either way, it is the perfect vibe for the magic that is the subconscious world of dreams.
See you, Dad! Wow.
Number 4. The whole episode. Rain is almost entirely void of dialogue, which means there's lots of room for music to shine. There's some conflicting information about exactly which songs play and what their titles are, but the first seems to be an instrumental of Rain boldly in the pretend. The other is apparently titled Rainbow, which is pretty fitting. Details aside, the episode is absolutely stunning. It leans into a small moment where Bluey wants to create a dam in the front yard, in contrast with her mom who's trying to keep her house clean. It's beautifully told in tandem with the soft, bright melodies, and the story ends up being a really touching one. Number 3. Gustav Holst's Jupiter. Here's an animated sequence that's completely transformed by the score. Holst's Jupiter really makes Bingo and Floppy's journey through space epic. Largely considered one of the best episodes in the entire series, Sleepy Time follows Bingo as she tries to get through the night by herself and wake up in her own bed. It's masterfully executed, balancing parallels between the real world and Bingo's dream in a way that's so full of charm. Jupiter is there with Bingo through all the highs and lows of this night, and it works phenomenally. The ending always gets us in our feels.
I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me, because I love you.
Number 2. Poor Little Bug. Anytime Bingo sings is an absolute treat, mainly because of just how adorable her voice and speech are. We get to hear her carry a tune on a few occasions, often rather randomly.
I'm a digger, strong and tough. Beep, 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 get out of my way. I need to dig the ground today.
But perhaps no instance is as special as Poor Little Bug.
Poor little bug on the wall, ding ching. No one to love him at all, ding ching.
The song is recurring enough throughout the episode that it becomes obvious that it's representational in some aspect. When Bingo sings it sadly after being abandoned by Judo and Bluey, the parallels between the titular bug and how Bingo feels at that current moment become palpable.
Poor little bug on the wall, ding ching. No one to love him at all, ding ching.
Bluey also mentions that Judo has no one to play with, so the song may be linked to her as well. In any case, the sister bonding moment where Bluey apologizes might just be one of the best in the whole series.
No one to tickle his toes, ching ching. No one to blow his nose, ching ching.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ode to Joy. Nothing like some Beethoven to underscore perseverance and triumph.
Go, Bentley, you can do it!
Yes! Go, Muffin!
Yeah! Got it!
I Know a Place, the Creek Song. Check out the version from the album with lyrics. Shake It Out. We go through a whole range of music genres in this scene.
Let's put some real music on. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Get that body moving. Come on, Bluey, shake it out.
the Runaway piano. An endearing moment from the very first episode.
Hey, piano! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry. I seem to be having a little bit of trouble with my piano.
Calypso Song. This episode's soundtrack actually takes inspiration from Symphony No. 3.
Sister Rain has left, and Father Sun is home. Brother Wind comes blowing in to welcome home the gnome.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Dance Mode.
Yes, 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 yes!
Yeah!
For a storyline that's so important, there sure is a lot of dancing. Then again, what is Bluey if not a show that balances real heavy lessons with some dancing? We're treated to Chili and Bandit making amends to Bingo after their combined efforts led to Bandit eating Bingo's last fry. There's some healthy behavior to take away here, like the importance of parents acknowledging their mistakes and seeking redemption.
How can we make it up to you, Bingo?
Yeah, name your price.
I know. Dance mode.
Oh, not dance mode.
Even more important are the lessons of holding your ground and also being careful not to trod over the will of others. In the end, this makes for some retribution dancing, but also a whole lot of fun.
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this for my kid.
Dance mode.
Yeah! Here we go.
Which Bluey song do you listen to outside of the show? Let us know in the comments.
No one to blow his nose.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.